Hi everybody, welcome to our winter parent meeting for 2017. Was that better? Okay, and I looked in the camera that time too. All right, so we're gonna go over our information packet. This one I text to all of you guys, you can find on our website. The website is dazzlercheer.com, and then you can find it under the parent information tab. So we always put information up on our website so everybody gets an opportunity to be able to read it and see what's going on for the entire season. I really like for all of the parents to stay involved and know how what we're doing and what's going on for the season, because you guys are here, you're part of the new family, right? This is our family for the season, so we want to make sure that everybody's involved and on the same page. So in my packet, I'm trying to organize it in order. I'm doing my best here because I printed it totally out of order. So there's our front page, and it says that we've got our Tuesday parent meeting starting today. And then the second page in here is our parent meeting agenda. So I'm gonna read through this, touch on a few things, and if you guys have any questions, please ask, because it'll be great for the video as well. So first, introductions. Hi, I'm Coach Jen. I am the owner of Dazzler Cheer. I started coaching in 1994. I started cheering in 1994. I started coaching in 2003, and I opened up Dazzler Cheer September of 2010. I am happily married to my husband, and we have 3 kids. Our son is 12, and we have identical twin daughters that are 10. My daughters cheer here, my son tumbles every once in a while, and they have a lot of fun being a part of the family. In the background behind all of you guys is my dad. This is Michael back here. He was my biggest cheerleader when I was in high school as a cheerleader. He was in the stands cheering me on all the time, and as a business owner, he is always around and he helps out as much as possible as well. My mother-in-law, Tammy, is up at the front desk, and she also helps out a whole bunch too, just as big of a cheerleader for me and what we're doing. My husband has absolutely nothing to do with cheer. He's just helping me with the business and helping me to live my dreams. He works his own job, but he still pitches in every once in a while here to do what he can. So we are a big happy family with lots and lots of love and support out here, and I absolutely believe the sayings on the wall, and we are living our dreams for sure. So thank you for being a part of that. I do have amazing coaches. Like I said, I started coaching back in 2003, and as I've grown in my business and grown in teaching kids out here in the Antelope Valley, I've been able to train some girls to grow up and be coaches themselves. So Coach Sierra, who is behind me right now, she actually had been cheering for me for about 10 years before she started coaching for me just this last year. So Coach Sierra grew up with me as her coach, and she's back to be able to coach for me. Coach Sarah, who was here this evening, also same thing. And Coach Miranda, same thing. And Coach Lauren, same thing. All 4 of these girls started cheering for me back before I even opened Dazzler, when I was coaching for another company. And then when I opened Dazzler, all of them followed me over to Dazzler, believed in my dreams, and stayed with us, graduated high school, grew up, and came back for a job. So it's all within the family. They're all amazing. We also have Miss Jen, who works our front desk. You guys will see her off and on, and she has been putting her time into Dazzler since we opened as well. So you'll see all of us working together. Hopefully you'll get to meet all of our coaches and our staff and be welcomed in. Our motto that I have put up here above the mirrors is we don't push for first, we push for fun, but just happen to take first place along the way. And I really believe in that. When I was in school as a cheerleader, I had issues with some of my fellow cheerleaders, whereas there's bullying or different things going on where I was left out. And I don't ever want anybody to feel that way. I want to make sure that all of the kids are feeling important and part of the team, and that no matter what size, shape, color, or anything that they are, that they can still cheer with their best friend. So that's important to me that we're promoting that here, and the girls are having a ton of fun. And as you can see, we take home a whole bunch of first place trophies because we're out there having fun, and it's noticeable on their faces when we go to competitions. Our gym rules we have listed on here. Cheerleaders and spectators, no food, drinks, or gum, water only past the gates. So the gates are here to be able to keep the toddlers from running across the floor. And the gates are here to be able to keep the food out on the other side as well, because I don't want stuff all over the mats. So make sure that your kids are only bringing water into their cubbies. No snacks, no Gatorades, no anything else. Just water into their cubbies, please. You guys can bring whatever food you want to into the parent area on the tile. That's absolutely fine. They can even eat dinner here if you guys are here all night long. No problem. Just make sure it doesn't come on this side of the gates. No gum on the mats, because as I know, it still pops out of my mouth when I'm talking sometimes, and it'll definitely come out of your daughter's mouth. So make sure that there's no gum on the mats as well. We have a water dispenser in the corner over here that you guys are more than welcome to have your daughter fill up her water. She can bring a bottle, fill it up. You can buy a bottle from the front desk for $1 if you'd like to, but it's always best to plan ahead if you bring your own. No long or sharp fingernails on the mats. They can cause injury. They can break off when they're stenting and bleed, as we all know, have probably broken a nail before. Or they can cut each other. If we're stenting and the back spot has long nails digging into the base or the flyer's thigh, it can hurt them a lot. So make sure that their nails are cut back. No jewelry on the mats or during any performance. Now, if your daughter has pierced ears, she can take her earrings out during practice time and put them back in when she's done. Now, if you get freshly pierced ears, they need to put Band-Aids over them for practice until those 6 weeks are up, and then they're able to take them out for the rest of the practice time. Please, if your daughter's on a competitive team, do not pierce her ears within 6 weeks before competition, because they need to come out at every competition and every performance, no matter what, for the time that they're on the floor performing. At least that 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the earrings need to be out of their ears. And if you just got them pierced, of course, we don't want to take them out. So make sure that you don't do that right before competition. They need to take off necklaces and any body jewelry they have, any rings or bracelets, all again for safety reasons. No friends or family on the mats. You guys are my exception today, as you guys are my guests at my meeting. But normally, if you guys have a question, you guys can get our attention from the opposite side of the mat, or opposite side of the gates. Please don't come out onto the floor, or you can ask the front desk and somebody can come out here and get us for you. Respect others, no hitting, down talking, etc., and no coaching from the sidelines. If you've brought your child here for us to teach, let us teach your child. If you don't feel that we're doing a good enough job and there's an issue, talk to us on the side. Please don't yell across the mats and tell your daughter to get back in line and to pay attention and all that kind of stuff. Please allow us to help with that. But if you do see a problem, let us know. And never ever yell at somebody else's child, please, because you don't want somebody else yelling at your kid either. Again, if there's ever an issue, just come up and let us know. All right, am I going too fast? Are we good? We're good. All right, number 3, my warnings. We reserve the right to refuse service, just like any business, but I don't like doing that. We have our rules in place and they need to be followed, so please make sure that you're adhering to those rules so we can keep everybody happy. But we do have warnings in place. We do have steps that we take if things do get out of hand. Number 4 is our practice attire. When you first register your child, you have no clue what to bring them into practice in. So make sure that you're reading through this or you're listening to the next 5 minutes of my talk. So we're going to have them come in a t-shirt, shorts, yoga pants, something comfortable. No buttons, no zippers, no jeans. If they are cold outside, have them dress in layers. So they can put on a sweatshirt on top of their clothes that they're wearing, or pants on top of their shorts, because once they get inside here, it gets pretty warm when they start moving around and they're going to want to take them off. So make sure they don't just show up in a sweatshirt with nothing underneath it, that they can't take their sweatshirt off. So over the winter time, dress in layers. Over the summertime, make sure that they're dressing still appropriate. We want to cover their bodies. We are not a sports bra and Spanx gym. We are a gym where they're still wearing t-shirts and shorts or tank tops and shorts, but I don't want to see cleavage, I don't want to see bra straps hanging out, and I don't want to see their butts hanging out of the bottom of their shorts. So we try to be very modest here, and we have, as we invite everybody to come into the gym, we've got dads and brothers and everybody coming into the gym as well. So we want to just make sure the girls' bodies are covered. So the first few weeks, just have them come in something comfortable. If you'd like to purchase a Dazzler shirt like what I'm wearing today, you're more than welcome to for your child, but it's not mandatory unless they're using it for performance. Like the non-competitive team will be using that in the parades and their performances upcoming, so you will need it for them, but everybody else, it's optional. Every once in a while, we'll have some fun extra shirts available at the front desk, so you guys will be able to pick up those if you'd like to, but none of those are going to be mandatory. As far as shoes and socks go, they can't wear street shoes on the mats, meaning their regular school shoes that they wear all the time aren't supposed to be on the mats, but they can wear just clean socks until they get their cheer shoes in. Now, the cheer shoes are on top of my desk over here in the corner. You guys can go over there at any time to be able to have your child try them on. We start at a size 8 youth, which is for toddlers, and it goes all the way up to an adult size 11. So we have lots of ranges in between. We can also get you half sizes for most of them, but I only have whole sizes over there. If you guys try on a 6 and it's too small, 7's too big, we'll order you a 6.5. Now, we also do another fitting once the shoes come in to make sure they actually fit your child before you leave. But the first few weeks, make sure they just come in socks. Are there any questions about what they're expected to wear during practice time? Okay, so the next section is our tuition. Our tuition is due on the first Friday of every fiscal month. So we don't go basically off calendar months. Though I'm calling this already November, it's a fiscal month because we are going to be closed the whole week of Thanksgiving, so you guys can enjoy your children and your family time. That we started a week early in October, so we can still get 4 weeks in for the month. So this is the beginning of our fiscal month of November, and we're going to have 4 practices or 4 weeks worth of classes since we will be closed that 1 week of Thanksgiving. So if you registered just last week or the week before, you would have paid your $5 registration fee and then the first month's tuition up front. So you're already good to go for the month of November, which started yesterday. If you are a returning parent where your student was here last season, then you would have paid your $5 registration fee 4 weeks ago probably when you pre-registered, and then you would pay your November tuition by this Friday. Okay, so your November tuition is due by the first Friday of the fiscal month, which is actually this week. Moving forward from here, everybody gets on the same schedule again, and we'll get onto the schedule for the first Friday of the fiscal month of December, and I'll get to that date for you. And then again, the first Friday of the fiscal month of January, and I'll get to that date for you too. Late fees are $5 per month per child. If you don't get your payment in on time, there is that $5 late fee added. And then by the second week, if your payment's still not in, your child is suspended from classes. So make sure that you're getting your tuition in on time and that you guys are paying attention to when it's due. I do have a fee schedule that I think is super helpful to be able to let everybody know when all of their tuition is due and all their other fees. Here on this paper, it says your winter registration fee and when it was due. Your November tuition is due no later than 10/27, which is this Friday. And then it goes on about uniforms and stuff, and I'll get to that. But your December tuition is due no later than December 1st. And your January tuition, because we're going to be closed for a couple weeks for Christmas, our first Friday of the fiscal month is January 12th. So it's actually a little bit later in the month rather than extra early for that month. So make sure you're reading over this because it gives you the dates and the cost and everything of what your tuition and your fees are going to be. Let's say that something happens in your life, your car breaks down and your husband just got laid off of work yesterday and you don't have money to pay cheer. I get it. I'm a mom, I am a wife, I have cars, and I have a husband who works. So I totally get that. If you're struggling, come to me and let me know, hey coach, I need an extra week. I can't make my payment today. But if you communicate with me, I'll be able to give you that extra week and I'll give you that grace. But if you just drop your child off and go, shh, just run in the door, coach won't notice. Yes, I will. And I will put your daughter out of practice or your child out of practice and give you a call and go, hey, they're suspended. You need to come in and clear this balance up. As long as you're not taking advantage of me, then I will give grace and I will be able to help you guys out when it's needed. So just communicate with me and let me know if you guys need some help once in a while. Fundraisers. We have 2 really cool fundraisers this season. We do fundraisers every season and they benefit you guys directly. We're not doing a fundraiser to put new shelves up or a fundraiser to put toilet paper in the bathroom. That's not what we do. We do fundraisers to help you guys be able to afford your classes, tuition, competition fees, and all that stuff. So I've got this flyer here that talks about fundraisers. The top half of it is our discount card fundraiser. These are those community club cards that you guys have probably purchased from other people, maybe even from a Dazzler cheerleader in the past. You can sell these for $10 a piece. There's 45 deals on them. The best 2, the hot sellers, are the McCafe at McDonald's. It's buy one, get one free once a day, or once every time you go through the drive-thru, if you go once, more than once. And then they also have at IHOP, buy one, get one free entree. And so there's tons and tons of deals on these cards. They sell really easily. What you can do is we have a flyer up at the front desk that you can get to be able to do pre-sale. You put all your information on the back. If you're going around friends and family, hey, who wants a card? Because all the deals are all in the front and you can see them. You can collect $10 cash from everybody that you want to sell the cards to. Come back to us, give us the cash, let us know how many cards you need, and we'll hand that over to you and you go deliver them to your customers. Or you can come to us and check out up to 10 cards at a time on your signature with no money down. And then you go to the people that you want to sell to and go, hey, I've got them in my hand, who has $10 now? And then you trade $10 for the card, and then you turn that money back into us. Let's say you check out 10 cards and you only sell 7. You're going to turn in $70 in cash and bring back the other 3 cards. No problem. You're not charged for all 10 of them. Just bring them back to us so we can account for them. Now, $5 from every card you sell goes back to your daughter's cheer account to help benefit whatever you guys would like it to go to. The other $5 goes back to the fundraising company that's printed our cards for us. So they do a 50-50 split for us. So again, $5 from every card you sell. If you sell 10 cards, you get $50 back into your daughter's account to pay for whatever you guys would like to. And it's instant. The day that you come in and put the money in is the day that it takes effect. Now, we are limited on how many cards we do have on hand, so it is first come, first serve, and our first deadline for selling is November 3rd. Now, if we don't sell out by November 3rd, we may run them a little bit longer, but our goal is to get everything sold by November 3rd. Are there any questions about how the fundraiser cards are going to work? Okay, the second fundraiser we have is our Midland fundraiser. It's a catalog fundraiser. When we were all kids, we used to sell out of a catalog, go door to door and ask everybody if they want to buy wrapping paper for Christmas. It's that kind of a fundraiser catalog, and those are available out there at the front if you guys would like to pick one up. There's 2 different catalogs in there. The first one is all of the goodies, all of the kitchen tools and all those fun things and the wrapping paper, and your child will earn 50% back from every single thing you sell on there. And then there's a second catalog, and it's candies and desserts and such. You guys will earn 30% back from everything that you sell in that catalog. So it is a little different. They have a different split on those, but that information is on here as well as in the packets. There are prizes that they give out to the kids, little things like they do at the school fundraisers. So if you guys, the more you sell, the more the kids get back as well. Our sale already started, and that one's going to end on November 6th. So grab a packet and make sure that you guys are selling those things if you want to. Again, go straight back to your child's account, not to fundraise for us. All fundraisers with Dazzler are cash only. We cannot take checks and we cannot take credit cards for any fundraiser orders. Any questions on fundraisers? Awesome. Again, if you do have questions, it'll benefit the video, so go ahead and help me out if you guys have something to say. All right, student accounts, credits, and debits. My next point on my agenda. We do have a computer system where we put all of our accounting information in. So when you signed up with us, we have an account for your daughter. So let's say Susie Q has an account with us because she's a cheerleader here with Dazzler. And Susie Q's first line on her paper is going to say registration fee $5. Everybody starts out that way. And then it'll say the second line, whatever your tuition is. So let's say November's tuition for Susie Q is $37. So both the $5 and the $37 will be in the negative line, in the debit line. And then when you come in and make a payment, you're going to make a payment for $42 for the $37 plus that $5. So that'll go in with a receipt number. It'll say November plus registration, and then it'll have the dollar amount of $42 in the credit line. And now your account balance at the bottom is $0. So we keep track of your accounting, every payment that you make towards us, as well as every charge that we have for your child. It's all going into the same system. So if you ever want a printout, you're more than welcome to ask for a printout. I take care of a lot of the accounting, so the people at the front desk, they will help with writing a receipt, but if they open your account and they go, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, I don't know why you owe $10 still, please have patience with them and come back and ask me, or they can ask me and I can explain it to you. But please don't get angry with my staff, because sometimes they just don't understand why something's written on there the way it is, and I can definitely explain that to you. Now when you do your fundraisers, all of the fundraiser money will be as a credit in your account, and it'll stay in there as a fluff, as a positive for you. So let's say that you have all of your fundraiser money in there, you raised $100, and now December tuition is due. Automatically, December tuition shows up as a negative on your statement, on your account. But if you're like, no, I want to hold that fundraiser money to be able to use it for something next year, then just pay your December tuition and the money will be back again. So it'll go from $100 down to whatever your tuition is after you're taken out after the 100, and then you can bring it back up if you'd like to. Or you can just let it go and automatically let us take money out of your account to be able to pay off your fees that are due. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? You guys are an awesome crowd. All right, parent team. We have Scott right back here also. Scott's in the background. Okay, Scott is on our parent team, and hopefully some of you guys will join us as well. So our parent team is comprised of parents. We have cheerleaders that have grown up that want to come back and cheer. Maybe they're not a parent yet, but they're an adult now, and they think that the parent team is the right place for them. We have parents. We have our coaches. We have my dad, who is a grandpa, and we have some other people on the parent team that just come together, and they have so much fun. We practice every Tuesday night at 7. This is our normal practice time right now. Now we're going to start up again next week. We come together, we stretch out, we go over motions and jumps, we go over some stunts and see what you guys are capable of doing, and then we build a routine off of that. It is just for fun. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything. Just be committed and dedicated to show up at 7 o'clock every night. We do have a class that runs at the same time if your child's old enough, so it would kind of help out with that idea. The other kids, we don't want them just running around, so have somebody to be able to take care of them, please. But come in some athletic shoes and something you can move in. If you guys are kind of interested, show up next Tuesday because it's going to be a ton of fun. Yes? Absolutely free. Parent team doesn't cost anything. Good question. So all you guys will need to do is show your commitment and dedication. You'll need to purchase a Dazzler t-shirt to wear for our performances. You'll have to have, for the women, we wear black capri yoga pants. For the men, they wear black basketball shorts. We all wear athletic shoes. The women also get a super cute bow. And we go to the competitions and showcases. So our upcoming competitions, our parent team will be performing / competing at the upcoming competitions. And it's just fun. The crowd loves us. We are so great of an entertainment thing. So come on out and play with us, please, because it's a lot of fun. Any other questions about parent team? And Scott's on it. Scott loves parent team, right? He's been doing it since we started it. Okay, so our uniform for the winter season. Have that here too. If your daughter is on a competitive team, we're looking at this page here. The competitive team uniform includes the top with the blinged out letters across it, includes the skirt that has the briefs or the bloomers attached, so you don't forget those. Comes with socks, palms, hair bow, and shoes. This entire outfit is $225. If you need all of the pieces, then we need to make sure we get you fitted and paid for and everything. We need a deposit of half of that, which is $112.50 by this Friday the 27th. Now, if you are a returning cheerleader or returning family and your daughter already has a couple of these pieces, you don't have to buy the whole package again. So let's say your daughter just ruined her top or outgrew her skirt or lost her shoes. You can buy one piece at a time, it's no problem. Just make sure you're doing that by our deadlines as well. So our uniform fitting is taking place this week, and then the payment, the 50% deposit of your total is due by Friday. The balance is due 2 weeks after that, so it'll be in the middle of November. Also, if you would like to check out our consignment sale, we do have some uniforms on consignment, meaning that other families have outgrown them, gently used, they're turning them back in to be able to be resold in good condition. You can check that out with us after your daughter does a fitting, and we may be able to sell you a discounted uniform out of the consignment sale. So more than welcome to ask about that and check it out. For the non-competitive teams, we have this next section on here. This is t-shirt and shorts, bow, socks, shoes, and palms. This outfit is $91, and this is what the non-competitive team is going to be wearing for their performances. Now, all the competition teams and the non-competitive teams are invited to perform in our Christmas parades. We do the Palmdale and Lancaster Christmas parade, and I'll get into more details about that when I go over the calendar, but the non-competitive teams will be wearing this t-shirt. They will be wearing a black undershirt that's long sleeve that you guys can purchase on your own. They'll be required to wear black tight leggings that are tight at the ankles that you guys can purchase on your own. They'll have their pom-poms, their cheer shoes, their cheer socks, and their hair bow that you get here with the bundle with the shirt. So the shorts they can use during practice time, but they're not going to be performing in them this season. Now the uniform, if they're on a competitive team, this is going to be used for the parades for all of those cheerleaders who are going to the Christmas parades. They will also need a black pair of like yoga pants, tights, that kind of thing underneath their uniform, and that's you purchase on your own. They shouldn't need anything underneath their top, but if it is really cold, they can wear something under their uniform but not on top of it while they perform. Now, both groups are going to be performing at the parades, but then the competition teams will also be wearing this to all of the competitions that we're doing. And again, I'll get to those dates soon. So at the bottom of this paper, I do have some extras. We have our duffel bags, our warm-up jacket and pants. We have some extra t-shirts and hair bows and some fun things. The different prices are listed on here, or you can come up to the front desk and we can help you with those. Some things we have in stock and some things we don't. We're also going to be doing sweatshirt orders. We do sweatshirt orders once every 3 months. I'm sorry, we do t-shirt orders once every 3 months, sweatshirt orders only over the winter time. If you would like a hooded Dazzler sweatshirt that matches this logo, it is $32, going from youth sizes up to, I believe, an adult single X. Once we go above the adult single X, it does get a little bit more expensive, but it's still great pricing. We also have the zippered sweatshirts where the logo goes on the back, and you can get some embroidery on the front if you'd like. And those start at $38, and again, youth through adult. So we've got some moms and dads that wear those sweatshirts. We've got the cheerleaders that wear them too. Now think, if you're going to be planning for competition and you have your child wearing her uniform with her hair all done, you don't want a hoodie to pull over her to be able to wear to competition. You want a zip-up jacket, either the warm-up jacket or our sweatshirt jacket. Either way would work well if that's a purchase you're looking to do. But the hoodies are great for school or for hanging out or for wearing to practice or anything else, because they can't wear the zippers while they're practicing here to keep warm. They probably won't need it anyways because they're going to stay warm from how much they're moving. So you can get both if you guys would like to as well, and get some for yourself to keep warm and show off your daughter's team. So our uniform is on, our uniform and the prices and the due dates is listed on our fee schedule, like I had said at the beginning. So you'll see the $112.50 is due no later than this Friday, and then the balance of the other half is due no later than November 9th. But that price can change if your daughter already has some pieces. Let's say last season they were non-competitive team, and so they already have their shoes and palms. This season they're a competitive team. They don't need to rebuy shoes and palms. They already have them. Just get the uniform base, and the cost goes down a bit. Any questions on how any of the uniforms work? We're going to do again November 9th. So it'll be the same deadline as the uniforms, and then we'll print after that. Not necessary, no, because I'm not going to put the order in until I get all those tallies in by November 9th. So there's no 50-50 on that unless you want to. You can, but I'm not going to do it only off of who pre-orders. We can do everything by November 9th. Final deadline, 100% in by November 9th. Question? We do. Thank you so much for asking. So the snacks that she's talking about that we have up at the front desk, we do recycle that money basically just so we can keep the kids and the parents happy with a few snacks here and there. So it is 50 cents per snack if you guys would like to purchase something from up there, and $1 per water bottle. We do collect snack donations when we go to competitions, and we actually make snack bags for all of the cheerleaders so they have something to be able to eat out at competition. But if you feel like you'd like to donate up there, you're more than welcome to. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for offering. Any other questions about the uniforms or the sweatshirts or anything? We're good. All right. Optional practice outfit and extras, I did go over that. Now we do have 2 competitions for all those competitors. Our 2 competitions are going to be January 27th and February 3rd. I'm going to give you some information about competitions, and then I'll show you the calendar of where they fall in those months. So the competition fees for each of the cheerleaders is $25 per competition. In total, we're doing 2 events, so that's $50. Now the $50 competition fee is also on that fee schedule. It is listed on here for, make sure I'm reading this correctly, $50 due no later than December 15th. And that is both competition fees paid together for the January 27th and February 3rd competitions. You can pay anything early. So let's say you just want to plan ahead in November and make your payments in November so it's not a week before Christmas. Go for it, that's fine. But if it's paid after this date, then you do get late fees just like tuition. So make sure that you're getting your competition fees in if they're on a comp team by the deadline that's printed. When we go to competition, we have a ton of fun and we bring a ton of cheerleaders. This is our paperwork that goes over what is to be expected at competition. This is the top half up here. Down here, we go over what's to be expected at showcases. We do showcases twice a year, once in April and once in October. So our showcase for this season has already happened. We're not going to do one over the winter because we've got parades and all these other things going on, but we will do a showcase again where the non-competitive and competitive teams all perform together in April. So up here I do have all of the competition information. Make sure you read through this if your child's on a comp team so you get a rundown and a basic idea of what's happening up here. Special events, like we just discussed, we do the snack bags, so we ask everybody to bring in like a box of granola bars or a box of fruit snacks, a case of water, something like this, and then our team moms come together and we help to be able to to create those bags, the snack bags for competition. So this last competition, we brought out almost 200 cheerleaders. This is normal for us. We bring out between 11 and 13 teams to each competition, and we have them organized by their team, their coach, and we have a couple of team moms that have been around at competitions before that kind of know how things are running, and they help to keep track of the kids for us, moving from one spot to the next, taking bathroom breaks and all of this kind of stuff. If you're ever interested in volunteering your time, let us know. We are pretty set with the people that we've had. They kind of stay the same, same groups, same parents, again and again after competition, because they get the flow of things, and it works really well for the cheerleaders to be able to see the same parent every time. But sometimes we have an opening, so if you'd like to let me know that you're interested in volunteering, please do. Competitions, we arrive early in the morning. We go through warm-ups. We perform, we do our competition, we sit in the bleachers and we cheer on all the other teams, including our Dazzler teams. Then they give us a break during special events, and then we come back together for awards, and then we go home. So there is a schedule that I will print out for you guys the week before competition. The week before, they give me the schedule of the times of when we need to show up and when awards are and all that. So that's when I'm able to provide it to you guys. I can't give it to you early because I'm never given it earlier than the Wednesday before is actually the final competition schedule print. So be patient for that schedule, but know that we really will have to be there too early in the morning and have to stay until after 2 o'clock normally is our competition time frame, and this information here is super helpful. Now your daughter will be prepaid for competitions because you're going to pay your $50 by December 15th, but you guys will have to pay at the door to the company that runs the competitions to be able to get into the competition, and it's going to be between $12 and $15 per adult. Cash is always preferred at competitions because it runs through the line really fast. The credit card machine works sometimes and doesn't work other times, and sometimes that line's really long. We don't sell tickets to the competition because that's not a Dazzler thing. That's the competition company that we're going to. They're the ones that are selling the entrance tickets, so there are no pre-orders on those. You can't avoid that line. Sorry about that. Any questions about the competitions? Okay. Oh, and their hair. We will, each coach decides how they want their hair to be done, so you'll be informed about that before we go, of course. Either it'll be like a high pony with curls, or we'll do half up and half down with curls, or maybe they'll have their hair teased with like this big cheer hair in the back. Their hair bows for competition and for parades always go on the top of the head facing forward, like a Minnie Mouse bow. So it's a great thing to pull your daughter's hair all the way up to the crown of the head, put the bow in up here, and then you can pull the rest of the hair back. Now the hair bows are not to hold the hair in place. Use a regular hair tie to hold the hair in place, and then use the hair bow as an accessory, because if you keep stretching that hair bow and tightening it again and again to be able to secure the hair, then it's going to pop. So make sure that that's just an accessory in their hair. Picture day, we do our team pictures and our individual pictures with William Edwards. That is over on 9th Easton Avenue, for Palmdale Boulevard-ish. They are fantastic, and they give us a really good deal because we're bringing so many customers to them. So we do our pictures over in their location, full uniform, full dressed out, team shots, head shots, all this kind of stuff. We just did our team pictures a few weeks ago, and we'll be doing them again in April. If you had your daughter's pictures done a few weeks ago and you haven't had a chance to see them yet, you can call the studio directly, and they can help take care of that for you. But what they do the week after they take our pictures is they come here, they set up in the background over here in the parent area for you to view the pictures. You get to look at all of them and choose if you'd like to buy anything or not. You never pay for pictures before you see them with William Edwards, which is really nice. So picture day will come up again in April. Our calendar, good time to get to that. So I do have a tentative year calendar that I print out every 3 months. This is our winter season, and then it goes into our spring season, our summer, and our fall. This is to give you the next 12 months of your life of what you guys are planning. If your daughter's in a competitive team or into this full-heartedly, then you guys know when to plan vacations and when we're going to be competing and all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully this helps you guys, give you a guidance of what's coming up. I do also have a detailed 3-month calendar, and I'm going to go over that right now. At the top of the 3-month calendar is our floor schedule. So we right now are standing or sitting on floor 2. So you can see floor 2 is across the middle here of the page. Behind me, past the red tape, is floor 1, and that's the top part of the page here. And the tumble floor over here on my left is floor 3, and that's this bottom section right here. So we can run 3 classes at the same time on different floors, and you can see in here what each class is, what time it is. You can print one of these and circle, what classes your child's in, put it up on your refrigerator. That's great. Down here in November, I'm going to go over some important dates on here. It does show November 27th that the tuition is due. It shows that we're closed Saturdays and Sundays mostly. We will be closed on Halloween. We've had experience in the past where we don't get anybody to show up anyways because they all want to go trick-or-treating. So we do close for Halloween now. But we've invited the girls, they can wear their costumes the next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next week, Monday. If they'd like to come in wearing their costume to practice, they can. No major face makeup because we don't want it to get on somebody else's costume and ruin theirs. And nothing that's going to hinder their performance or practice time. So if they want to wear something fun over the next few days for Halloween, they're more than welcome to. But we will be closed on Halloween. So also the next thing that we have is Veterans Day, November 10th. We will be closed in honor of Veterans Day. So we hope that you enjoy your weekend. In purple in my calendar, I do have our Extreme Team competition in Fresno and a couple other Extreme Team events in here. I haven't talked about the Extreme Team yet, but I'd like to let you guys know that we have different levels of cheer here at Dazzler. We have some basic classes, tumbling classes for beginners and for more advanced students, kids that are just kind of get their feet wet or not ready to be able to join a team yet. Then we have our non-competitive teams, and that's for kids that are kind of like, let's do this, let's see how this goes, or parents that aren't ready for the commitment yet, but the cheerleader really wants to do it. So we've got non-competitive teams, and we've got those broken down by age group. Then I have 11 competitive teams, and these are the ones that I've been talking about with our uniform and going to competitions and everything. And this is the one where you can cheer next to your best friend, even if she is not the best cheerleader in the world. It doesn't matter. We are comprised of just a bunch of kids having fun going to competition, learning choreography. And these teams and all these practices I just talked about last 3 months. Your commitment is 3 months. So right now it's November, December, January is our season. The next season is going to be February, March, and April. So you have an opportunity to sign up again for the next season, and you can sign up year round, but you have to do it every 3 months. Then we have our Extreme Team. Our Extreme Team is one group of 12 cheerleaders at the moment that did a tryout in April, and they had minimum requirements that they had to be able to accomplish to be able to make the team. So their minimum requirements were back handsprings, being able to do multiple jumps in a row, knowing how to pick up choreography super fast, having the personality and the bubbliness to be able to cheer. So we did a tryout. We hired some judges in. I did not participate in being a judge at all because I want to be completely unbiased when we have our girls trying out for the teams. And we held tryouts. They did their tryout, and we had 12 girls that made it onto that Extreme Team. That Extreme Team practices extra hours a week. The cost is a little bit more, as well as they're going to bigger and even harder competitions. So we do have a USA competition that we're going to in Fresno, and that is on November 11th. If you guys want to come out and watch, you're more than welcome to. I'm just giving you the information that that's what the purple competitions are. That's the Extreme Team. And then up here you'll see Extreme Tumble, Extreme choreography, these kinds of things. That's for tryouts. And we will do tryouts again in April for the next school year, and we may invite some more cheerleaders to join that team or even open up an additional team if we are having that many students that are ready for that kind of commitment. And it's a family commitment too. It's not just the cheerleader, because the parent has to show up to all these events as well. Moving on in November, we do have a holiday boutique that we're going to run here November 18th. If you guys are crafty or you are an independent contractor selling something, a distributor of some sort, and you'd like to have a booth, please send me an email at info@dazzlercheer.com, and I will respond to you with the application. We do only have so many spots available. We pull up all of our mats and we set up tables and we advertise, and last year we got a great amount of people that came through here. It was a lot of fun. So if you guys would like to have a table, or if you guys just want to come out and shop at our holiday boutique, has nothing to do with cheer. I'm just opening the facility so somebody can be able to sell and get their product out there. So that will be on November 18th, held here at Dazzler. We have a Friendsgiving potluck. We invite all of the kids to be able to come together to share a meal. Now this is happening on Monday, November 20th. The children are already mostly out of school. I'm pretty sure all of the schools are out already. And they can come together here at Dazzler. Our mats will already be pulled up because we're having our boutique a couple days before. We'll still have the tables and chairs out, and we get to share a meal. So we have different teams coming in at different times. Here I have all my minis, my preschool kindergarten kids, coming for a breakfast meal from 9 to 11. And then we have all of our elementary students coming from 12 to 2. And then I have my junior high and high school students coming from 3 to 5. So all of these teams get to come out and work together and be able to have a meal. Parents are absolutely invited to participate. We would love you guys to be around. So please don't use it as just a drop-off thing unless you need that extra shopping for Christmas time or something. But come on in. Now the minis, we definitely need you to hold their hand because we don't know what to feed them. We don't know if they're allergic to something or if they're what they're allowed to have, as well as sometimes they can go, where's mom? So make sure for all of our functions that the parents are sticking around. But for this, it's a potluck. So you'll bring a dish and we'll have sign-ups and everything. And it's just a neat thing for the kids. Any questions on how our Friendsgiving potluck works? All right, so that is on the calendar for Monday the 20th of November. And then we are closed the rest of the week for Thanksgiving. So hopefully you guys can prep and prepare and cook and do all that fun stuff. Moving into December, on our actually, hold on. There's a couple more boxes on here. In November, it says right here, uniform fitting Monday through Friday this week from 4 to 8 p.m. Deposit due no later than 10/27. So it's written in a few places so nobody forgets. We are going to be doing a coat and blanket drive October 30th through November 17th. So that starts next week. Let me find the flyer about that. We give to AV Hope on the Go. We ask if you guys go through your closet and you realize that your coat doesn't fit you anymore or your child's coat doesn't fit you anymore, it's not your style, donate it. We're gonna have some boxes here at Dazzler that we're gonna be collecting coats and blankets, new or used, to be able to hand over to AV Hope on the Go, and they give out to families that are needy, families that are homeless, families that need these things to keep them warm over the winter time. So we have 2-3 weeks that we're gonna be collecting all of those. On here as well, we have the discount cards for the fundraiser that I was talking about. Those are due by November 3rd. The catalog fundraiser due by Monday the 6th. Uniform balance due no later than 11/9. Then we have the Thanksgiving food basket drive. So in your packet, there's also a flyer that looks like this. And this talks about what the Thanksgiving food basket is and what we're asking for everybody to bring in. If you're able to donate, that would be great. If you're not able to donate, don't stress yourself out over it, please. Nobody has to do this. Every team or class has a different item that we'd like to collect. For example, W2 is going to be asked to bring in 1 aluminum roasting pan. Our goal is to make a whole bunch of boxes of food for Thanksgiving for a family. And this again goes through AV Hope on the Go, and they're gonna be distributing the food. We're also collecting gift cards to grocery stores for the perishable items. So you don't bring me a gallon of milk and a turkey, bring a gift card and they can go out and buy them, or AV Hope on the Go can get probably a really good deal if they buy them all in bulk. So that would be a great thing if you guys are able to participate in that. Okay, now going on to December. We are also a Toys for Tots donation facility. So we will have a Toys for Tots box here at Dazzler, and our dates for that are gonna be November 27th through December 18th. Please bring a unwrapped toy if you would like to donate. But again, no pressure, don't stress over it. If your family is able to, that would be great. We have on December 1st, our tuition fees are due for the month of December. Then on the 2nd, we have our Lancaster Christmas Parade and the Extreme Team Competition in Anaheim all at the same time. So my coaches and I are gonna be split in half doing 2 events on the same day, but it's gonna be successful. We have done the Lancaster Christmas Parade for years. We started when Dazzler started, and this is one of the most fun Christmas parades there is. Lancaster Christmas Parade, Saturday, December 2nd. I will give you guys more information about our meetup time and location after we get what number we are. The girls show up in the uniforms that I had already described to you. Everybody has to have POMs, black leggings, keep themselves warm, hair done, and they are going to perform all their cheers and chants that they're learning during practice time. So they will perform as they're marching down the parade route. So much fun, we'd love for you to come, but it is not mandatory. The following weekend, we have the Palmdale Christmas Parade. So this Christmas parade is December 9th. It is also a Saturday, and this one's gonna be held in the city of Palmdale. And the coaches are not split that weekend. Everybody's gonna be able to be together that weekend. Again, tons of fun. Same outfit, same attire, same cheers and chants. If your child can attend both events, that would be fantastic. For the minis, for all the preschool kindergartners, the city rules are that the parents have to walk with them. So if you have a child that is 6 and under, you'll need to be in the parade with us. So how we work that is you'll have to wear exactly what the non-competitive team is wearing, either the black t-shirt or the black hoodie that has our logo on the front of it. You'll need to be in black pants or jeans. You don't need POMs, you don't need a hair bow, don't worry. And you'll need to be in some athletic shoes so you can walk the route. Now the reason we do this is so we can can get the young ones in the parade, because if not, then they won't allow us to have the little ones participate with us. 1 adult to 1 child. You're not bringing your entire family to march in the parade with us. You're just bringing 1 adult to 1 child. Mom, dad, bigger sister that's over 18, it doesn't matter to me. Now, if you participate in the parade, everybody has to have a waiver. The adults have to have a waiver. The cheerleaders have to have a waiver. So make sure you're signing up ahead of time. But if you can't attend the parade, there is no pressure. You don't have to come up with an excuse. Don't worry about it. If you can't do it, just don't sign the waiver and don't sign up. Any questions about how the parades are going to work? More information to come for sure. At the Palmdale Christmas Parade, we're going to take a huge gym-wide picture. We normally do it at the Lancaster Christmas Parade, but because some of my cheerleaders are going to be gone and some of my coaches are going to be gone at the other competition that day, we're not going to do it at the Lancaster this year. We're going to do it at the Palmdale Christmas Parade this year. I will figure out a location and I will let everybody know, so we all meet up at the same location. We have 200 cheerleaders that we get into a photo. William Edwards comes out and takes a beautiful picture of us. You can see our beautiful picture hung up in the back of the front office. We've got, I think, 4 or 5 different photos up there, poster size. So it's a really great thing for your kids to be a part of. So come to the Palmdale Christmas Parade so they can be in that picture. Non-competitive teams and competitive teams, everybody's together. All right, moving on. We have a Christmas party that we're going to be doing in the month of December. The Christmas party is actually going to be held on the 22nd of December, and we're not going to hold regular classes that night. We're doing a Christmas party instead. So we have Christmas ornaments that we offer. The girls can participate in creating. They can pick up a blank ornament from us, take it home and decorate it for their secret sister or brother, because we do have some boys as well in our program. So they can take home that ornament and decorate it and bring it back. There's deadlines of when it can be picked up and when it needs to be brought back. We hang them on our Christmas tree, and at our Christmas party, we hand out the ornaments, and the girls get all excited that somebody made a special ornament for them. We also ask that if they're coming to the Christmas party to show up in their pajamas. Lots of fun times. Santa will be here, so if you guys would like to do a Christmas photo with your family before the party starts or at the beginning of the party, he'll be here for the first hour of the party. Come on in and enjoy some picture time. Sometimes we have some Christmas carolers or some music that we bring in for the kids to be able to sing some songs. Lots of fun. And we're going to do a gift exchange. So the kids are encouraged to bring a $10 wrapped gift that's appropriate for their age group to be able to exchange. So the elementary kids will be exchanging with elementary kids. The high school kids will be exchanging with the high school kids. The preschool kinder, same thing with them. And again, we need volunteers for this event. So preschool kinder, you guys are sticking around as parents. You're not dropping your daughter off for this one, sorry. And everybody else, if you want to volunteer, let me know. We would love the help to keep all the kids organized and having fun. Questions on our Christmas party? All right, so I've got competition fee deadline on here, Christmas party, no regular classes, and then we're closed the week of Christmas and the first week in January. Christmas is on the 25th, New Year's is on the 1st, so we're closing both of those weeks so you guys can enjoy holiday time with your families. My birthday, Friday, January 5th, and then we go to the Extreme Team competition again in Fontana on the 6th. Then we come back to our classes on January 8th, and that's the week that our priority registration will take place. Priority registration, if you guys just did priority registration because you were here over the fall or over the summer, then you guys know what's going on already. But if you're brand new and this is your first time registering for classes with us, you guys get first dibs on all of the classes when we are starting our registration. So this time all of our new folks got in on the new student registration time, and all the continuing families got in on the priority. You guys are all priority next season, so you can pick and choose your classes before it's open to the public. So hopefully the class you want will be available for your daughter. Make sure that you are registering within the time frame that's allotted on here. We have 2 weeks from January 8th through January 19th, and I will send out messages to remind you guys. Again, another Extreme Team competition in Agoura Hills on January 20th. I told you they're keeping really busy this season. Then we have mandatory competition team practices for all of the regular competition teams, my 11 competing teams. The week of the 22nd and the week of the 29th, they have to show up at their regular practice. They can't call out sick, they can't go on vacation that day. They're not practicing Monday through Friday all day long. They're practicing at their regular class time, but it's mandatory, they have to be here. So please don't think they have to be here all week long. Now on here, the 27th and the 3rd, I did tell you guys we have those competitions. I talked about those earlier. So now I'm pointing them out to you guys on the calendar. As well, on the 27th is Coach Miranda's birthday at competition. So we're gonna have a whole lot of fun with her. Yes. All right, questions on the calendar? Have a great night. All right, we have, I went over that one already. I'm almost done. Yay. Okay, our refund policy, there are no refunds. So make sure that you are purchasing what you need, the size that you need, and that you are paying for the classes that you want your daughter to take. If you sign up your child for 3 months for tumbling, and let's say it's just not right for her, or she gets hurt, or something needs to change, we have a paper up at the front desk. It's called an add drop form, and you go up there and you tell them that we need to make a change in our schedule. You fill that out and we can switch that class around for you, and then we won't bill you anymore. Or if you want to add a class, like, hey, my daughter wants to take tumbling, then you can add the class to her schedule by filling that form out, and you're more than welcome to have her add that for the season. But if you don't fill out that add drop form, then I don't know that you wanted to add or drop, and your billing will not be as normal. So make sure that you pay attention to that add drop form if you need to make any changes through November, December, and January. Uniforms, competition fees, camp fees, all of our fees are closed, our tuition, nothing is refundable. So make sure that you know what you're getting into before you make your payments. We're always accepting applications. You never know if we need to hire another coach or anything. So if you know somebody that's interested in working for us, please send them our way. Registration for the spring, I did go over that already. And how to contact us. My email is info@dazzlercheer.com. Our website is dazzlercheer.com, pretty plain and simple. The office phone number is on here. The office phone number is on the fee schedule. The office phone number is on the front paper. And the office phone number is 661-733-4511. That's the number that you can call between 4 and 8 p.m. to make payments, to tell us I'm running late to pick up my daughter, to call and ask questions to the people that work the front desk. The cell phone numbers that you guys have for me are also in all 3 of those locations. My personal cell phone number, the one my husband and my kids know me on, the one I'm recording this video on right now, is also listed here for you guys if you guys would like to call me or text me on here. Same phone number I've had since I was 18. You guys all have it now. We also have a mass texting line that's also on here, and it's written out as text. Now this is the phone number that I've been texting you all from, because it's an online phone number that I can go in and type up one message and send to everybody, or type up one message and send to just 5 people. But if you respond to that, it goes directly back to my cell phone anyway. So it's forwarded to my cell phone, and I'm the only one that answers that. So if you guys want to talk to me through that texting, that's absolutely fine. Don't feel that you have to contact my personal phone. You're more than welcome to contact me through that texting, because I see it all and I'm the only one that answers it. Now, if you call that texting phone number, or if you call my cell phone number, my cell phone will ring, no problem. If I'm coaching, I can't answer the phone. I'm not going to answer the phone during coaching time. I have problems where I have parents calling me 7 to 8 times while I'm teaching a class, and my phone is just ringing and ringing, and the kids are like, Coach, your phone's ringing. Call the front office. My voicemail even says, call the front office, or send me a text, and as soon as I'm done teaching, I'll be able to respond to you. Makes it so much easier. Please don't call a million times. We'll get back to you. Just text me. It'll be so much easier. We also have Facebook. I have Dazzler Cheer as a page you can like, and then I have Dazzler Cheerleaders as a private group that you can be added to. You just have to request to be added, answer the 3 questions that are on there, which is, who is your child? Do you have a child that's currently enrolled with us? What is their name? And if you don't have a child that's currently enrolled with us, why do you want to be in my secret group? So answer 2 at least of those questions. And because I don't want the weirdos coming in my group, I want to know who you guys are as I'm entering you guys in, because we post competition scores. We post reminders about this stuff in our group. And these are things that I don't need to put up on my public Dazzler page, but it's Dazzler Cheerleaders is our private Facebook page, and I would love all of you guys to be a part of that. This video is going to go into there for other people that weren't able to come out tonight. Okay, I went over that one. There's a description of classes. I'm not going to read this to you, but if you guys are questioning what you signed up for, the cost, the description, all that kind of stuff is listed on here. And then we have frequently asked questions. This is a great thing to read through. The highlighted part in there says uniform and shoe fittings will be held this week. I have families that always forget. They come back next week and go, oh my gosh, we missed the deadline. So make sure that you guys are reading through this information if you need to go back and go over any of it. But I have finished my entire packet. This packet again is available online, dazzlercheer.com, under the parent information tab. It's also available up here on our bulletin board. We've already posted every single page of this on the bulletin board. So when you're here inside the gym, you can just look through that. You can download this and save it to your phone if you'd like to, so you can open it at any time wherever you'd like. We're super happy that all of you guys are here. Thank you so much for helping me to live my dreams by being able to teach all of these kids how to be better at theirs. I'm super excited again. Thank you for coming out to my meeting, and I look forward to a great season. Yay! Thank you. Any questions before I turn it off that the other parents might want to hear too? Okay.